Solo and a block assist by Marcus midway through that fourth set kept the momentum alive for the Firebirds. We are joined now by head coach J.W. Kieckhefer. And coach, congratulations on a perfect regular season in conference play.
Yeah, in conference play, huh? We did a nice job there. I think Loris is really a really athletic volleyball team. Dorian Fiorenza and Corey Mayotte, Pat Mahoney, Joe Horn in the setting position. Wow, they just bring a lot of pressure in athletic, hard hammer swings and service. That's one of the best serving teams we've faced all season. And they were really consistent from the baseline, and I think we struggled with it in 1 and 2, and then we turned it around in 3 and 4, did a really nice job, and you can see when we pass the ball how lethal the offense can be, and we just needed to get the middles more involved. I was really proud of David Marcus and Zach Bultice there in sets 3 and 4, just to get involved, and we early on tried to run to that gap, so in between the middle and the left side of the court, and we later got into the center of the court and just tried to use our range and just be really, really good. And I'm proud of those guys for being really good in there. That's really a tough decision by us to get into a double and then hit around it, and that's what we did. And we got to our strength there late in set 3 and set 4, and when we're doing our strong things, we're really tough to stop, John.
You mentioned that getting those two involved. Was that the conversation in the locker room between sets 2 and 3 to try and change that around a little bit?
Yeah, I think when you looked at our box score, just Matt Slavinsky was doing so well, and so was David Marcus, and Zach only had 3 balls, and so we had to get him more balls. So the conversation was Matt Slavinsky and our 2 middle blockers, trying to get them more involved, and to be honest with you, just passing the ball better. That was the other part of the conversation. We were out of system a lot in 1 and 2, and credit to Loris again. That wasn't just because we were having a poor passing night. They bring a lot of service pressure from the baseline consistently with all of their servers, and so when we cleaned up the serve-receive parts of the game, we could get that ball to Zach a little bit more often, and to David, and they came alive there in 3 and 4. So really proud of them. And I don't know what Matt Slavinsky hit throughout the match. 432. He was above 500 for most of it. Yeah. 21 kills, more than a full set's worth of volleyball points for him tonight. 25 full set. Sometimes he hasn't had the greatest matches, and he lets Carter step up and do his thing, and he steps back in his role player role. And today he had to go step up and be the guy. And he can be the guy, John. And there's so many, and that's what makes us lethal. Matt Slavinsky can be the guy. Carter Schmidt can be the guy. David Marcus, Zach Bultice. And then Peyton Weeder does a fantastic job of keeping us in system. And when he gets his looks, he's scoring too. It's just so much fun to coach this group of young men because of the pressure and how much trust we have in each other.
That's what I thought it came down to in that third set, really the swing set, if you will. The serving by Sliv, getting a couple of aces in there. You got 4 of your 5 service aces in that third set that really was the sparks. And it was Slavinsky leading the way. And then in that fourth set, it was Marcus leading the way with 3 kills in that set, a block solo and a block assist.
And then in 4, it was Zach Bultice when he got going. So, I think we had to learn about where our offense was hot tonight. We had to get the ball going to the right areas. And if you French fry when you should have pizza, you're going to have a bad time. So it's really, really tough for us to get that stuff going. But once we found the secret sauce, if you will, we got going in the middle of the court. And Matt I think Slavinsky had an off serving night today. He missed a lot of balls, but he came through clutched in that run in set 3 and got us away from Loris, and all of a sudden we played really, really well. So, it's funny how Sliv can have a bad night from the service line, but still have maybe won us the match with that set 3 run that got us going. Another guy I want to talk about is Evan Cashin.
Yes.
Coming off the bench with that jump serve. Maybe didn't score a whole ton of points in 1 or 2, but in 3 and 4, all of a sudden he's getting them in bunches, 1 or 2, and we got away because of that. And it's so tough to look over a guy like that because he's only in for a half rotation just to serve the ball. But he does a great job serving and then playing great defense behind it.
But the fact is you get him back in the rotation. He was hurt earlier in the year, so you were without him, and that led to Easton Gavin getting some of that role. So now Cashin, I think, starting to get comfortable back in the flow, if you will.
It's so much
playing.
more difficult to do that in a match than it is in practice. So, you're just going to get better in that role the more you do it. You can get more comfortable in it in the bigger matches. So this is another big match under Evan's belt to get a chance to do that serve sub role and learn about his own emotions and learn about his own pressure and nervousness and be able to manage that. Because it's that serving sub role is all about being able to manage your own emotion. And he does that really, really well. And because he can play defense behind it, it makes that jump serve really lethal. I thought Peyton Weeder today did a fantastic job of running the scout. in the backcourt. There were a couple of times where Loris tips the ball over the block, and he's just standing there, and it's in his lap. I thought he did a really nice job making blocking moves. I don't know if he blocked the ball today, but he's in the way. Where did Peyton block a ball? I have this.
Yeah, he had one block assist.
So one block assist. I don't think he necessarily got any block kills, but he's in the way and forced Dorian and Mayat to go long and out and just making it life tough for them. I was really, really impressed with him, and the more he blocks balls, the more he gets in the way, this team can fly.
Only 2 errors on his 12 total attacks, so that speaks to his role today in doing that little scout run on the back line.
Yeah, it's situational for him. We don't always set him a ton of balls. Sometimes there's a matchup where we can get him involved, and sometimes maybe we're trying to get Sliv or the other guys involved more. I'm really proud of his ability to play a role for this team. And everybody plays a role for this team, right? And Peyton's his passing, his defense, his blocking, and then being efficient. Like you said, only 2 errors. That's a really clean match by Peyton Weeder.
2 goals accomplished now. You've won the regular season title to get the 1 seed. You completed the regular season undefeated. The conference tournament starts Wednesday. North Park will be your opponent Wednesday evening.
Yeah, really, really excited to have won as 18 in a row now. I think we're 18-3 to finish the regular season. I told the guys I could not be more happy with the way we finished out this season of finding Carthage volleyball, of playing clean, consistent effort volleyball. Okay, and maybe it didn't start the way we wanted, and that's okay. We talked about it at the time. It's not about January volleyball. It's about April volleyball. And you saw it today when we were clean, when we passed the ball well, and we can get our guys going. We're really, really tough to stop. G. McNulty did a great job today spreading the offensive round, trying to find the hot hitter, and when he found it, of just keep setting them the rock. And he found the Bick to Carter Schmidt when he needed to. It was really, really impressive. But he did a great job of just mixing the offense up and finding the right hitters at the right time.
Huge Wednesday night. We get back at it once again. Now the postseason begins for this team now. And any changes, anything you can change with them, or you just stay focused now and get in the routine here?
No, the goal is to play 1 match at a time in the regular season, so this isn't any different in the playoffs, right? You can't treat it differently. If you treat it differently, all of a sudden it comes with more emotions and more, you're thinking about it more. It's another volleyball match. Go win a volleyball match. That's all you got to be thinking about. And we talk a lot about playing Carthage volleyball and trusting that we're going to make a run, right? In the playoffs, it's the exact same way. It's a volleyball match on the floor. Maybe there's more pomp and circumstance. Maybe there should be more pressure. But at the end of the day, it's volleyball. It's 1 point at a time. And if you can start putting runs together, that's what matters, right? And the more you stay locked in the present is how you win a national championship. And we've done that all season long so well, of not worrying about what's in front of us, not worrying about what's behind us, but just getting better in the moment. And that's playoff volleyball. Let's be in the moment. Let's play really good now. Because you don't get tomorrow if you don't play really good in the now. So you might as well focus on the now. You might as well stay present in that moment and not think about it.
Let's enjoy this one. You get 24 hours to enjoy this one. Then it's film and get ready for North Park on Wednesday. 18 in a row, Coach. Congratulations.
Thanks, John. Really proud of this group of young men and how it's come together. And I honestly could not be more happy with this entire group. I love every single one of them. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Go Firebirds.
Go Firebirds indeed, as they pick up a 4-set win here today, as they dropped the second set after winning the first set, then came back and took sets 3 and 4 here today.